August the 21st. We're going to talk today about an organization that has been part of this community for 43 years. You have any idea what it is? 43 years. Meals on Wheels. And over that 43 years, they have literally served hundreds of thousands of meals to people. I want to introduce you to Jonetta Weaver. Good to have you here, Jonetta. The first time on Radio Friends.
Yeah, it is.
And you have been part of Meals on Wheels for what, the past 3 years now?
3 years.
Since Marsha Walker
That's
left.
correct.
But let's talk a little bit about how that organization came into being.
Yeah, it's a perfect example of a small group of people saw a need in Columbia and said we need to do something about that. I think it was about 7 individuals. They knew that the seniors in Columbia needed to have good nutrition brought into their homes, and so they began that program. Started just with one route actually, and went out and started delivering meals to people, and it's grown and been a very great program for a lot of years.
Now, do you only serve people in the city limits of Columbia or all of Boone County or beyond Boone County?
We really say we're in Columbia. We're not rigid about city limits because you can be pretty close to Columbia and do that. But all of our routes are delivered by volunteers, so we try not to make it too far. I mean, you can drive 20 miles and still be in the city limits of Columbia.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to keep within restrictions.
So how does a person get on your list here to have meals delivered to their home?
It's really pretty easy. All it takes is a phone call. They call us and we can do an intake over the phone. We're basically going to find out some information about why they need Meals on Wheels. We're also going to ask first address. We're going to make sure that they are here. We get a lot of calls from out in the community, so then we'll do a referral. But then we're going to find out what kind of dietary restrictions they have, why they need to have our services so that we make sure they qualify. We can usually start somebody the very next day.
Really?
So that's what's great about it.
And you deliver 5 days a week?
Monday through Friday, that's correct.
And what about the weekend?
On the weekends, if they need food for the weekends, we will send some frozen meals home on Friday in that Friday delivery so that they've got food for the weekend if they need it. Most people are not needing that right now, but we make that a service.
The cost?
Yeah, it's operated with a sliding fee scale. So the most that anybody pays is $5.10.
For a meal?
For a meal. But if they tell us what their monthly gross income is, it's based on the federal poverty level. So about 80% of our clients get some kind of help with the cost of their meals.
Yeah.
So we really try to make it available to everybody. Poverty is not an issue.
Of course, but even a person who's paying $5.10 for a meal,
right,
that is not covering the cost of that meal.
No, it isn't. We have a lot of great donors here in Columbia that support that. We have some churches that we're connected with, but we also do some fundraisers. So we're going to do all of that to make sure that that happens, because the meal cost honestly is a little bit more expensive than that.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I'm curious, does everybody get the same meal on the same day?
Pretty much. When we're taking that intake, we are asking them about dietary restrictions, so we can accommodate a diabetic diet, a renal diet. We have a lot of different things that we can accommodate. We also ask them about things that they just don't like. I always use the example of cabbage. If you just don't like cabbage, we're not going to send that to you. So we do substitutions in there. But basically, we all have the same meal, and then we add those restrictions, and we make sure that they
And the meals are prepared where?
Yeah, we have a contract with the VA hospital, so they are prepared there.
And they're prepared daily, so they're fresh.
Oh yeah, they come.
Fresh,
yeah, they come off the line, warm, right off the line at 10:45 in the bags. Our volunteers pick them up out the door, and so usually everybody has them between 11:30 and 12:30.
And they look forward to that.
They do. That's the interesting thing, Paul. That's so great about it is, some of our people, that's the only human contact they have is that volunteer. So they really do look forward to it. They know what time of day they're coming. They're watching for them. And if they're late, they're not very happy about that. So we do try very hard to make sure that they've got that human contact. Our volunteers love to have those visits with our...
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. So Do you have any fundraisers that are coming up?
Yeah, we do. We're going to be doing a fundraiser this fall that's new for us. We have not done it before. We are working with the MU Homecoming. We're going to be selling meals. We've partnered with Como Smoke and Fire. They're going to have a barbecue meal that we will sell on campus in the house deck area. So if you're coming to see the house decks, come over to the tent that's got Meals on Wheels on it and help us with that.
So you can buy the meals there, and of course a portion of that goes.
That's correct.
Goes to Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, Marcia used to. I think they had a deal worked out with Jack's Gourmet.
Yes, that would have been Big Wheels is what that was in the spring.
Yeah, and you would sell, and she would come to the offices.
That's right.
And deliver the sandwiches that were made at Jack's, and you made that. You bought the sandwiches, and I think half of it went to Meals on Wheels. Are you still doing that? We
are still doing that. We partnered this last year. That always happens in April, so that's our spring fundraiser. We partnered this last year with Panera. So Panera was who prepared our food for that. So yeah, we still do that in the spring, but we've got this one going on in the fall. Okay, so you deliver throughout the whole year, rain or shine, and you try to make it through on those snow days too, right? Yeah, you know, Paul, I confess this. This is funny. I'm a retired elementary principal. When I used to have a snow day, it would be, yay, a snow day. And now at Meals on Wheels, when I have a snow day, I go, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Because we have to get those meals out to our people. Because those people are waiting for it. And 99 and 9/10% of the time you get through. Yeah, we really do. We last winter we had to cancel 2 days. But now what happens? Because those people are depending on that food. Yeah, you know, the great thing is we have a partnership with Rockbridge Elementary, and those children do a food gathering for us in the fall. So we give an emergency blizzard bag, is what we call it, to every one of our clients. Oh. So they've got food in the home, but so we still want to get there. That's correct. So if it's called a blizzard bag, that's what it's called. Okay, so if you get caught in the snow, you got some food. You got your food. Mm-hmm. All right. Again, if people want more information, or if they want to sign up, or if they want to volunteer, how do they contact Meals on Wheels? Sure. They can call. The number is 573-886-7554. 886-7554, or the website is? It's mealsonwheelscolumbia.org. Okay. www.mealsonwheelscolumbia.org. Jonetta Weaver, thank you so much for coming by. Meals on Wheels. You're a wonderful spokesman, doing a great job, and please come back again. Be glad to. Don't wait another 3 years. Okay, I won't. We're out of time for today. I hope you have a good weekend. Mel Zelenik will be back with us on Monday. Our program directed by Travis McMillen, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director, Lowell Thomas, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mouse. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.